it on my skin. Get this show started, shall we? Boom, baby, boom. Right. Fucking monkeys get me every time. I'm literally looking at all the trash from around here, and then I turn around, wonder what that smell is, and these motherfuckers got into the durian again. Like, again. They won't stop eating the fruit. And this one as well. It's about time this one got chopped up, big boy. And she was in my arms in my bed. Spent told me that it was too dirty, that my place was too dirty, unfit to stay. You must not love me. You would have changed. Bought me some shorts. I got some swimming shorts. Hung out with me all day. Chilled. We spent like a really expensive day. Yeah. As soon as I started the show, of course there would be one of those just being loud. Like literally, just started the show. We're already getting durian eaten. Not my trash in my house for no reason. Like just your squeaky ass, slow ass rolling, and I can still hear you. And I'm trying to get this show going. Never enough. I'm just never enough. It's not enough to practice celibacy when I don't want to. It's not enough when I swim all the way out into the oceans. It's not enough when I go get two different mosquito nets, not just one, but two mosquito nets. Hand scrubbed the toilet with a toothbrush, hand scrubbed the sheets with a toothbrush and soap. Um, Went and got toilet paper as asked and requested. And it was never enough. I mean, she literally left because my place is thrashed and I stayed at her place. And it was a shared communal shower, plenty of people's asses on the toilets, and only my ass has been on this toilet. And yet I have been judged and controlled and then slightly abused on. So we're not to have this conversation because it is my show. Not only was she trying to control the show, tell me what I can and cannot say, but I told her, just like I tell all my exes, this is my show. If you want your own show, you can say what you want on your own show. Mine is that it's just never enough. It's never enough. I can never give enough. I can never be enough. I can never do enough. And not to call her out on her narcissism, but it's there. And, you know, as a nice person is, most of us, especially narcissists, we put on a good face. We're very charming. We're ingratiating, if you can say that word. I need some more money. At least I got some money finally. Fuck, dude, I had no money before. 5, 6, 7, almost $1,000 baht. Okay, cool. Um, you know, learning new ways, bro. Learning these new ways because you know, like I know, life will be in a shade. It's not evenly paved. Please tell me I got some weed this morning. I do not. I'm out of weed. This is gonna be shitty. We're gonna have to go on a journey. Not am I out of weed, but I'm out of patience. I'm out of time. I'm supposed to go do a visa run today for an extension. I need to get off my ass and get over there. My buddy's not answering. He was gonna give me a ride there, and it's not anyone's responsibility other than my own to get myself up and to make myself enough. And that's what ended up happening in my life is that, you know, I finally got to a place where I am enough. You know, I'm grateful what I have. People might talk shit on the cleanliness of my place, but I'm grateful that I even have a bed and roof over my head. I'm grateful that I can rise up in the morning and there isn't a bunch of people fucking with me, except for the monkeys. I stay alone. It was weird staying in a place that was new to me and everybody was sharing the toilet or in a group setting. You know, when you live in a dorm, it's really weird because then you like once you want to wash your hand, you're waiting there, and this girl's just washing her hands excessively for like 5 minutes, knowing that I'm standing there and just ignoring that I'm there. And then another person came out, then another person came out, and there was like 5 people waiting for this sink, and the girl just went into a complete cunt move and just washed her hands repeatedly as if no one was waiting for it. These things happen, bro. Trust and believe. I've seen it happen right before my own eyes. Here's the thing: is you're gonna realize that you're gonna have to be enough for yourself. Just that alone. That you don't need anyone. You don't need anybody to buy you board shorts. You don't need anybody to gaslight you. You don't need anybody to love you. You can love yourself enough. And It sucks because you want someone to love you, you want someone to bring that joy and energy and feelings to you. And the truth of it is that these people are coming with their own issues. They're coming with, they got to cancel their own subscription. They're coming with all sorts of incongruent behaviors and narcissistic tendencies or abuse, recovery, or nervous ticks, you name it. We all got it. We all are a part of it on one form of the spectrum or not. And it's unfortunately but true that we all have something that triggers you. Something like it's not clean enough, or you don't love me enough, or I'm not going celibate for you. There's always going to be a hook and a crook to every situation, and they call it a catch-22 for a reason, because you are going to get caught up with it, and there's neither a rhyme or a reason. It's not going to benefit you to go left. It's not going to benefit you to go right, but it is going to happen to you. And this is why I'm saying it's never enough. It's never enough growing. It's never enough understanding. There's never enough communication. You will always have to find it within yourself, through someone else, and through life, dude. It's gonna be like, man, it's never enough money. There's never enough. Oh, I do got a paper. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, I got paper, but no weed. That's the challenge. I smoked up all my weed. I gotta get all these plastic baggies out of here. There's too many of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just stack on stack, bro. Weed on weed on weed. But yeah, that's the shtick. Is you're gonna have to be enough for yourself. It'll never be enough for someone else. They're always going to measure or demerit or adjust the finish line. Like once you think you did it, they'll push that finish line even further, and then you'll be like, wait, I didn't do enough, and then you'll feel like you're always running on a circular treadmill, not moving ahead. Nothing changes and everything ends up staying the same. I think I'm not the only one that feels that way. And that's the tough part about today, is she should be here in this bed with me. We only have one day left, and instead she fled, stormed out, kind of pushed into me. This is the second time she's done that. And then that's when I had to realize that's it. I can't do it anymore. Anytime anything gets physical or name calling, it's my big red flag. And this is the second subtle time she done it, but she did it, and I can't deny it, and I have to be real about it, and that's enough for me. Like when you have to really concur or agree. See, I'm trying to find some pictures of me because I'm doing this visa extension today. Um, it hurts, because I swam all the way out to the bay for this girl. I spent a whole month. Today's Friday. It's been our like 1 month anniversary. We were supposed to be together and wake up together, and it didn't even happen. And I just realized it's not probably never going to happen. I'm trying to buy a home for us so we can have some babies and a family. And she's walking out because there's a puddle of water on my flooring. Here, I'll actually show you. Apparently, this is unclean. Like literally because of the area in here where the water likes to ride, that my place is just so filthy, that I just live so crazy. She even left her top. Wonder if she's coming back. I don't know. That's how fast she left. Bumped into me, kind of shoulder checked my ass, and not bad, but it happened. And now eating too much hamburgers and hot dogs and all sorts of bullshit. It is not easy. It is not easy. It is going to challenge you at all turns and twists. It's unfortunate, but it's true. This is what it's going to require of you, and then you're going to wonder if you're ever enough, if you're up for the task. If you're willing to last, and that's the tough part. That's the tough part in life. Is there's going to be somebody that's going to come from behind you after you've done all the work and be like, yeah, but I need you to move it over to the left. And you're going to be like, bitch, I just fucking did. No, 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 no. And you're going to feel like it's never enough. The point of this story is to make sure that you're enough for yourself, because it's never going to snuff up. I'm never going to be enough for my father. I'm never going to be enough for my wife. There's always going to be somebody that wants something more from me. Maybe more tolerance, maybe more understanding, these kind of things. But it's not easy. We all know it, you know? We know it. We know it's not easy. We know how hard it is to motivate ourselves and get ourselves to change, let alone someone else. And then how do you get that person to change? Do you argue with them? Do you fight them? Do you communicate with them? These things are crucial, to have these conversations, the tough conversations that we all should be having. We avoid, we don't want to know the person's list because we don't want to know if we measure up or not. They're like, yeah, what do you want out of this? And you're like, oh shit, it's gonna require my change. I'm down to the last two papers, y'all. It's gonna require some change. It's gonna require some new understanding. Most people don't want to do that. They don't want to do that work at all because it's uncomfortable work. It's uncomfortable work to find out that you're not enough for some folks, or or that relationships can end, or that you might be alone and things will change, and that's all it is. There's requirements out there, especially for like men. We have to provide, protect, and create safe harbors. At the same time, you're giving us people that are violent, abused, and have social disorders. It's like making a fucking, how did he used to say, trying to make cake out of concrete or something like that. You just need the ingredients, and that's what I'm looking for in life, is the right ingredients to make a cake with somebody where we have all the supplies we need, instead of looking for the things we don't need, or don't agree. And that's going to be the tough part in life. Tough part is that everybody has so many different opinions. Everybody has so many different ways about going about things, And when that happens, you're going to have a reaction, and hopefully it's on par with fairness and understanding and these other things. So, yeah, life is tough. It's going to require a lot from us, whether we want it to or not. These my trying to come here. Yeah, I'm just looking for some passport photos that they got. Some passport bros. But yeah, it's going to ask a lot of us, and we're going to have to step up and say, okay, enough is enough, or I'm not doing enough, or yeah, that's what I call it, the moment of truth for all of us. Is it enough? Are we fulfilling our potential? Here we go. Got it. Yeah, there we go. Little photos for your boy saying going to get the passport extended, get another 30 days. It should be a fairly easy process. 1,900 baht. Thanks to my boy Yoni for lending me some money so I can go get it done. You are one of the number ones. There's a toothbrush, old ancient Egyptian toothbrush. Anyway, yeah, tough life, bro. It's going to require a lot from you, and so are the people in your lives. They're going to require some things from you, and it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be convenient. It's always going to challenge you, like challenge my diet, or challenge my patience, or just challenge life in general. That's gonna be the tough part, because it's a never-ending cycle. You're always going to have to get back on it, chase it, remain understanding. This thing's just falling apart. I don't know what I'm doing with this shit now. These boxes are destroyed, bro. Destroyed these boxes. This whole Mike Tyson, Bob Marley raps, they're all gone. Like, this box has been destroyed. Guess these Mike Tyson papers are gone, yo. Let me put this in here with it. Gone, yo. And just like that, so is the girl. Gone, yo. All I got are the panties left, and maybe my sheets aren't clean enough, or maybe all I need to do is just go get them washed. I don't know, but my communication was so low, and we burned through time, and we argued with each other. And then I realized that no matter how much I stick to her celibacy plan, or how much time I spend with her, or how much I love her, you ever feel like it's never enough? Yeah. But I am enough. That's the worst part. Is I know I'm enough. I know I did a lot to this place, and it was, maybe I do live, below my means, or Thai style, or, you know, not as cleanliness as she would like it. But the truth of it is that I've been okay here. I've been okay on my own, having a roof over my head, that I even have water that comes into the housing, and that I even have friends that are even encouraging me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna keep this other note because it looks so cool. But yeah, when you're enough for yourself, right? When you've been used to pulling your own weight, or doing the things you need to do to make it happen, you really don't care if anybody else measures up. You really don't care if anybody else gets it. You don't really care if they want it or not, because it's enough for you. And that's the thing that we all want to get to, is that it's got to be enough for you. And then that's a tough question too, because most people, they're not doing enough. They're not doing enough sit-ups, they're not doing enough push-ups, they're not traveling enough, or disciplining enough, and then then they're not up to snuff, and then that gets them stuck, and all these other things tend to not fluctuate as properly as they should. And that's all it is I wanted things to be perfect for me, bro. I wanted things to be um, up to my snuff, and maybe my place isn't up to her cleanliness level, and maybe I got some work to do, and maybe I could have done some laundry or scrubbed more. But if my place isn't cleanliness enough for you, right? If my being doesn't fulfill you enough, right? This is the question of the day, of the hour. There we go. Then maybe I'm not the one for you. And that's okay, because the one for me isn't going to push into me, isn't going to argue with me, isn't going to make me feel insecure, or leave me at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I almost left her at 1 o'clock in the morning because she's playing celibacy games. It's like, how are you going to have sex with me and say you're back on your celibacy? And I worry about those things. Girls using sex as a weapon, or an option. When you're with somebody and they're like, well, you want to get lucky tonight, right? Well, get your shit together. Universally, something, where it's just something that you want to do instead of something you have to do, or you're forced to do, or any of these other things that we perceive in our lives all the time, making things worse than they have to be. And that's when I realized, or started to tune in, that that's not what I want to seek. I don't want to be this way. Look at all this cash I got. 5,000 pounds. $1. I do have a couple dollars. Oh, cool. Turkish lira. All sorts of cool shit, man. How cool. And now, 1,000 Thai baht with the old king on it, because I just feel like he's the man, and this is awesome. 1,000. 100 grand. So, to get the most out of our lives, right, we're going to have to push it and make it enough for ourselves. This isn't a measuring stick for someone else. It's not a measuring stick for your girlfriend, boyfriend. It's not a measuring stick for your parents. It's a measuring stick for you and your ability to embrace and drive change, your ability to be enough for yourself. And I know that's going to be hard, Thanks for the shorts, babe. You're probably watching, but I'll probably have to return it just because I don't want anything from someone that doesn't want me. you know? And that's just simple put, you know. I didn't want sex if you didn't want it. I didn't want um, you to want me, you know, those kind of things. And yeah, my nose runs. Um, I wipe, I clean it with my dirty underwear because I'm just blowing my nose like a normal human being, and I'm just spitting like a normal human being. And maybe the Chinese are gross for spitting and throwing up, and I agree too. But sometimes I'm spitting, and sometimes I'm crude, and sometimes I'm not someone's cup of tea, and I get that too. You know, that are equal for all of us that are people. We know what time it is. You know, we know what time it is, and we know that it's time to rise our level of consciousness and rise up to our levels of cleanliness and rise to our levels of respect and demand that. You know, we can't demand things of other people. We can only demand things of ourselves, and that's the person that you should be really arguing with or trying to impress or get the most out of is yourself, and not someone else, not controlling someone else, not manipulating someone else, not trying to tell other people what to do or how to do it. I hate when people do that. You know, like you should do this and you should do that. Like don't talk to people like that. You only should be concentrating on yourself. And if you want something to change, it won't be through manipulation or blame. It won't be through misunderstandings. God damn. Just literally put all that up there. It's going to be through your own internal compass, bro. And say, okay, did I do enough? Did I wake up early enough? Did I diet long enough? Did I control my temper as many times as I need to so that way I can show myself that I'm enough? So I can show myself that I have some sort of discipline. I have it within me to be the man that I truly wish and want to be. And the only way I can prove it is to prove it to me. Not through someone else's approval ratings, not through someone else's lens, not through someone else's measuring stick, but in my own head, in my own life, and have conversations with myself and not my wife or my friends or somebody outside of myself, but with internally and say, okay, what is meant for me is meant for me and meant to be. And it's going to come to me the way that I want to receive it and not the way that it's forced to me or told me how to do. I'm going to just do my own thing, whoopity woo, enjoying life. Somebody even moved my, oh, yep, there it goes. There we go. Yeah, my whole world upside down. Water's leaking, durian's growing, fucking monkeys are eating. They ate this whole thing. Let me pop it off here. Let me see. Yeah, there's the full durian experience. Jackfruit is eaten alive. I'm gonna have to cut it or do something with it. Because life is always changing, and even if you change, there's going to be somebody that's going to change again. And every time you think you get up or do something, the hash marks get moved again, and it's going to keep moving because life is ever expanding. And I wish to tell you that it was linear, but no, the finish line keeps getting moved further and further back, and we're always going to have to change our track or change our positions to catch up. It's like this never-ending story of getting to learn yourself and then getting to learn someone else and then getting to end the life, to the end of our lives where we start to really realize what matters to us. And it becomes less and less about other people's approval. I told the girl, I said, this one chick made sense. Keep talking about her because she's a nurse online. She says she's the happiest person she knows because she has to sit here and talk about death and the way people die, the elderly, and things change for them, right? So when you're having these conversations, yes ma'am, yes sir, and your life is changing before your eyes, you will have to realize that we're all seeing the goalpost moved. We've all seen things not be congruent or enough. We've all had an empty pocket or some kind of shit happen to us. You know, the trouble and strife, the wife, the closed bank account, the squeaky brakes, the misunderstandings. Yep. 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 And then we're all gonna have to figure it out for ourselves. You know, how to get along with other people, how to communicate, how to react, how to live, how to respond, and most importantly, how to be enough. So, yeah, I don't like cleaning up after the monkeys, but it's part of the blessing when you're living in the jungle, motherfuckers. Part of it is the incongruency of it, that sometimes I have to pick up trash that I didn't have to make. Sometimes I have to clean up after somebody when it wasn't even me. And sometimes you're going to have to be just who you are, and that is going to have to be enough. And that's the tough part, is that knowing that you're enough, no matter how people judge you, no matter how people look at you. Like I was about to say, old girl said, if I only stopped caring what Becky thought down the street, I would have lived my life fully. And that's what's going to end up happening. So, you know, fully as fuck, I'm going to go get my laundry done. I'm going to get some of this laundry done and clean my sheets and possibly buy some fucking cunt. Keep throwing these things away. It just flies over. And possibly, yeah, shit flying all over the place. I don't even know where that came from. Fucking monkeys. And possibly get some sheets, pillowcases and sheets, because that's what it's meant for. The monkeys came here and took all of my shit. And then I'll be able to take every excuse away. I'll be able to make myself better every day and make myself the man that I wish and want to be. And then I can look in the mirror and say proudly that I've achieved. I've stuck to my plans. I've made my own reality. And for that, I am proud of myself and my outcomes. And no matter if people want to leave me, celibacy, understand me, or deny me, they can do whatever the fuck they want, because I'm still going to provide for me. I'm still going to be my best friend, my best ally, and make things a possibility. So love my life, you know, trouble and strife, wife, and yeah, not my fucking happiest days, but I'm gonna go get my summer on the inside. So yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower, get this funkiness off me, and go be enough for me, and go chill out. You should do it too. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon, that means goodbye but not forever. And Phoenix, and I will see you on the other side. As soon as you like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to comment below. Peace, ciao.